Make the ground shake.
So, hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the second channel, Gummy Extra, as I've recently rebranded it. Hopefully you noticed the different icon and the different name. I've been playing around with it a little bit, and I've finally got to something I'm happy with that kind of links more to the brand of my main channel as well, rather than being a bit separate and a bit repetitive, I guess, in terms of the logo. I've decided to add a new logo, which was designed by Russell, or Nebula. Again, you can find his social media in the description. But anyways, with the tutorial today, we are doing Mr. Chipper's Revenge from FNAF World. So, very recently, like a week ago, we did Mr. Chipper from FNAF World. Now, today we're doing Chipper's Revenge, so it's like the metallic, I guess, evil version of Mr. Chipper. So, the blocks you're going to need to build this are the following. You'll need stone, a light grey wall, cyan stained clay, polished andesite, white wall, and a red wall. It's a very simple statue, so shouldn't be very difficult at all. So what we're going to start by doing is finding a nice open area, and we're going to start off by placing the first row of the legs. We're starting with the legs. The legs are 12 tall and 8 wide. So the first layer is 1 light grey, 1 stone, 1 light grey, 2 stone, 1 light grey, 1 stone, and 1 light grey. Again, that is 8 wide, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do the exact same again. So 1 light grey, 1 stone, 1 light grey, 2 stone, light grey, stone, light grey. And that is our second layer. Now what we're going to do, and this is where things get very easy, is we're going to build up 10 layers of cyan stained clay. Again, each layer being 8 wide. So, that is the first layer, the second layer, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and finally our 10th layer. So, as you can see right now, that is 2 layers of light grey stone, and then 10 layers of cyan stained clay. Now, most importantly, that is now 12 layers tall, and that is our legs. Now, if you think I'm lying to you and this is all a setup and it's all a huge prank or something, let me show you a little trick just to prove to you that it is in fact 12 tall. So, if you're on PC, simply smack the F3 button on your keyboard. If you're on console, grab a map. Now, as you can see, I'm on console, so I got a map. If you go up, if you go down, you see here my Y coordinate at the top center part of the map goes up and down in coordination with that. So, if I come to my ground level, in this case is Y5, what I'm going to do is add 12 onto that. So if I fly up here, it should be 17. If I plonk down on here, make sure I'm not flying, I'm in fact at Y17, which is in fact 12 blocks off the floor, as I said a second ago. Now that's useful because it means you don't have to count, and I'm lazy, so that's always great. But it also means later on that we can, I can show you that it is in fact 24 tall without again having to go and repeating myself. So, useful trick. Again, bear in mind my floor level is Y5, yours may not be, so please factor in your floor level, not mine. Otherwise it's going to be a bit off and you'll be struggling. So, again, as I said, 12 tall, 8 wide, and this is the legs. Very simple. So, now what we're going to do is start working on the body. So we're going to start off by placing the first layer, which is simply 8 cyan stained clay. From here, we're going to mark out the hands. So we go 1 block to the left using stone, 1 light grey, and 2 stone. And we're going to repeat this on the right side now, again using the same blocks. So it goes 1 stone, 1 light grey, and 2 stone. And that's 4 blocks to the left, 4 blocks to the right. And that's going to be on the 13th layer, marking out where the hands go. And essentially what that does is means we don't have to come back later on in the video, figure out where things are. We're like straight up there, ready to go. So, we're not going to worry about the hands for now, or the arms. We're going to come back to that later on. For now, we're going to continue working on the body. So, continuing with the body, we got this first layer here of cyan stained clay. We're going to add another layer of 8 cyan stained clay. So essentially, there should currently be 12 layers of cyan stained clay, each layer again being 8 wide. The 13th layer, we're going to place 1 cyan, 1 polished andesite, 4 cyan, 1 andesite, and 1 cyan. And again, these represent the buttons on his overalls. The next layer is 8 cyan stained clay. And from here, what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to build up 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do the same on the row next to it. So we build up 8, we leave a 4 block gap, and then we build up 8, and again on the final row 8. So as you can see here, we have got 4 rows of solid cyan with the button on either side on the 3rd layer on the 2nd and 7th block. Then for the 5th to 12th row on either side for 1st, 2nd and 7th and 8th row, we have got 2 pillars of cyan. Now in this middle part here, this is going to be where like I say skin, again I say that quite loosely because it is in fact metal and he's like a robot slash machine, but this is where the skin part is. This is like the clothes of the robot, and then this is the actual robot. So in this part, what we're going to do, again, it should be an 8x4 empty area. The first layer we're going to build up 5 using stones. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next layer is 6, 6, and then 5. And it will give you a shape that looks like this. Again, just to go over that one last time, it is 5, 6, 6, 5. Then the remaining area at the top should be 3, 2, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and fill that in with our light grey wall. And once you've done that, that is the body complete. And that will give you your 12 by 8. Now just to mark out where the, I guess, body starts is again this row here in line with the hands. The 13th layer of the build up to this layer here. As you can see, if I try and cut it off with my hotbar, that is what it looks like. It is, again, a extremely simple build. So, backing up a bit, you can now see that the build is in fact 24 tall and 8 blocks wide, 16 wide if you include the arms. Again, if you don't believe me and you think that this is all a setup, let me go up to here. 24 blocks off of my floor level. Bear in mind, if you rewind, should I say, your mind's back a little bit. You remember my floor level was Y5, so 24 blocks onto that's Y29. As you can see here, I'm sitting on top at Y29. Again, factor in 24 blocks off of your floor level might not be 29, so please do consider that. So with that said, what we're going to do now is work on the arms. So we're going to start off on the left arm here, and if you haven't already marked out where it goes, you come to the 13th layer of the build and you go 4 blocks to the left, going 1 stone, 1 light grey, 2 stone. The second layer, from left to right, again bear in mind the arms being 12 tall, 4 wide. The second layer is 1 stone, 2 light grey and 1 stone. Then what we're going to do is just build up 10 on all 4 layers using stone, and that will give you your 12 by 4. It's as simple as that, very, very easy. 12 by 4, which is 2 layers of stone and light grey, and then 10 layers of stone. Same applies to the right side now, so from left to right, 1 stone, 1 light grey, 2 stone. Second layer is 1 stone, 2 light grey, 1 stone, and then 10 layers of solid stone. 12 by 4, exact same as the left side, just mirrored. Okie dokie. So once you've done that, you have officially built the front of the statue. So I'm going to back up and get rid of my arm, and then we're going to have a little look and give you guys an opportunity to pause if you want. So that is what it looks like. Again, very, very simple, very plain. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I really want to emphasize how simple it is to build. So, just to go over it one last time, again, I'll come back later on and do a full spin around, a more in-depth spin around, should I say. The legs are 12 by 8, the body is 12 by 8, and each arm is 12 by 4. So, with that said, it is making progress, but if you come around to the sides, you can see it is 2D. So, what we're going to do is start making it 3D, start turning it into a statue, and the way we're going to do this is come to the bottom left corner to this light grey wall here, and come around to the left side, expand back 1, 2, 3 to the left using stone. Now we're going to do the side of the leg here, or the side of the left leg to be more specific, which is 12 tall and 4 wide. However, this 4th row here is already done, so we're only placing 3 blocks on each row. And starting with the second row now is 3 stone, and then the remaining 10 layers, all we're going to do is build up 10 sandstone clay 3 times over. So again, just build up 10 sandstone clay for the 3 rows, and once you've done that, it will give you a 12 by 4, as you can see right here. So this is from the side angle, and then the corner angle. So again, the right side of the leg is the exact same. If you want to skip ahead and be a Speedy Gonzales, you're more than welcome to do so. Very, very simple, just mirrored over and is the exact same. So, as I said, come around to the right side now. All we're going to do is expand 1, 2, 3 to right using stone. Same logic applies. It's a 12 by 4. The 4th row, or in this case, I guess the 1st row is already done. So we're only placing 3 blocks on each row. The 1st and 2nd layer are 3 stone, and then the remaining 10 layers is 3 cyan stained clay. So, again, 12 by 4, this is the right side of the leg, and this is the corner view of the right side of the leg. So if you thought that was simple, then get prepared to be even more surprised, because the side of the arms is even easier. What we're going to do for the side of the arms is come around to the rear side of the statue and come to the first layer of the hands/arms. This will be the layer which is 2 stone, 1 light grey, 1 stone. And what we're going to do is expand 1, 2, 3 all the way back, all the way across. And if you've done it correctly, if you come below, it'll be a 4x4 square. And this is the base plate for the hands. And if you come to the other arm now, do the exact same, 1, 2, 3 all the way across backwards. And that will give you a 4x4, as you can see here. And then from a side angle, it will look like this. It will give you the side platform and then the bottom platform, which we just placed. So I'm at the left side of the build now. So this is the left side of the arm. Same logic applies as the side of the leg. It is a 12x4, 4th row already done. So we're only building 3 blocks on each row. So we've got the first layer here already done, because that was the platform we just built. And it's essentially 3 stone. Now the beauty of this is the remaining 11 layers is also 3 stone. So what we're going to do is build up 11 stone for the 3 rows. And that will give you a 12x4 of stone. Now it may seem very, very plain, but that's pretty much the character. It's very metallic, very simple. And as you can see from the side, this is what it looks like. So the same, again, applies for the right side now. 12x4, 4th layer done. We're going to build up 11 blocks on top of the original layer which just placed, using stone, and that will give you your 12x4 of stone. So again, backing up just so you can see, that is what it looks like. And now what we're going to do is go around to the rear side of the statue and start cleaning things up there. So coming around to the rear side of the statue, as you can see, it's looking a bit weird because there's gaps. So we're going to start off with the rear of the legs. The rear of the legs is 12 tall and 8 wide. However, we have row here already done and row here again already done. So that means we're only placing 6 blocks in each row for the 12 layers. And in total, that will give us, again, a 12x8. And it's very, very simple. We're going to start off at the bottom. The first 2 layers is 6 stone. On top of that, we're going to do 10 layers of 6 cyan stained clay. So all you need to do is just build up 10 all the way across. And that will give you your 10x8 in total. And most importantly, will give you your 12x8. And that is the rear of the legs already done. It's as simple as that. That took us, what, all of like 1 minute? And that is the legs already done. So, again, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. Gets, again, not much difficult. So, continuing with the body. What we're going to do is 4 layers of cyan stained clay. So, first 4 layers of the body is cyan. So, that's 2, 3, and 4. So, again, the only real difference between the front side and the rear side is there's no buttons and there's also no light grey. So, on the left side, we build up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I bet a few of you are shouting at the screen what I could have just done. All you need to redo is build to the same height as the front and just join them together like so. And if the front was 24 tall, you can be damn sure that the rear side is correct. So, as you can see, it links across perfectly. That gives you an 8x2 on either side, and this middle area is an 8x4. We're going to go ahead and fill that in with stone, and again that will bring us up to the top of the statue, same height as the front side, and we can go ahead and link both sides together using stone. Doesn't really matter, it's going to be covered up anyways, but the shoulders won't be. I'll talk about that more in a second though. So as you can see, this is what the rear of the statue looks like so far. Very, very plain. Again, kind of realistic to the character, I guess you could say, in a sense. So we're going to start on the rear of the right arm now, then we'll go to the left arm. So, same logic applies as each other side. I don't know why I'm saying it again, but I just really want to reiterate that it is 12x4, this is the 4th layer done, and the first layer is also done, so we're starting off with the second. So, starting from left to right, the second layer is 2 light grey and 1 stone. And then we're just going to build up 10 layers of stone for the remaining 3 rows. Again, just 10 layers of stone. And finally, 10 layers of stone. Go ahead and fill this area in here with stone to fill in the shoulder. And if you back up, that's what it looks like, 12x4. Second layer is the only layer with not stone. So it's 1 stone, 2 light grey, and 1 stone. And that is your arm. The rear of the left arm, exact same. So, first layer, again, is stone. Second layer is 1 stone, 2 light grey. And then we build up 10 layers of stone. We go ahead and fill in the shoulders once we're done with that. As you can see, I'm a bit slow, so I'm not quite at that point yet. There you go. And that is the shoulders complete. But most importantly, that is the body of the statue complete. So as I said, what I'm going to do before we do in fact move on to the head is do a little spin around. Whoops, gimme. I want the stone, don't want to be chucking that away quite yet. I'm going to do a little spin around of what the build should look like so far, just to give you guys who might have fell behind a tiny bit a little opportunity to catch up if you may need that. And also I guess just give you guys a reassurance that you've done it correctly, and make sure that you haven't gone off the rails a little bit, because that would suck building the head and finding out that you've not done it quite right. So anyways, what we're going to do, again, is come to a specific part of the statue. For example, this is the front of the legs. I'm going to state what part of the statue it is. This is the front of the legs. I'm going to state how tall it is, how wide it is. It's 12 tall, 8 wide. I'm also going to say you can pause here if you want, but I'm not going to say that every time because that will drive you mad, it will drive me mad, it will drive the whole universe mad. So I'm just going to presume if you want to pause, hit the pause button. I'll give you a few seconds each time, and then we're going to move swiftly on like so. So this is the front of the body, 12 by 8. The front of each arm, 12 by 4. Coming around to the left side now, we have the left side of the leg, 12 by 4. And the left side of the arm, again 12 by 4. Coming around to the right side, we have the right side of the leg, 12 by 4. And the right side of the arm, 12 by 4. Coming around to the rear side, we have the rear side of the leg, 12 by 8. Rear side of the body, 12 by 8, and rear side of each arm, 12 by 4. The final side is the shoulders, which is 16 wide and 4 thick, and is very, very plain. Again, the middle parts you're not going to see, it's only the 4 by 4 squares on each side, which is stone, which you're going to see. The rest is going to be covered up by the head. With that said, we're now ready to build the head. So, let's begin. So what we're going to start off by doing is coming to the front side, aka side with buttons, aka side with clenching. I say clenching fist with more fist detail, should I say, and side with foot detail. Neck detail, just generally more detail. We're going to come to the top left corner of the shoulders, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto this sandstone clay here, and we're going to place a stone and bring it 2 forwards. We're then going to go to the right side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 5th block we're going to place a stone. Again, it should be on top of the sandstone clay, bring it 2 forwards, and if you've done it correctly, there should be a 6 block gap in between. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to connect them for both layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again that will give you an 8 by 2 overhang, as you can see right here. So then what we're going to do is come around to the rear side, or should I say the actual side of the statue, and we're going to expand 5 blocks backwards, and we're going to do this on both sides. So on this side we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again we link them together in the middle by placing 6 blocks in between. That will give you another 8 by 2 overhang like here. And most importantly, that will give you an 8 by 8 square. So this is going to be the template for our head. We've got front side, left side, right side, rear side, and of course the top on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off building the front side, aka the face, and then we'll work our way around to the other sides later on. So the face is 8 by 8, same with each other side. There are a few 3D details, but I'll get to that later on in the video. So the first layer is of course 8 stone and should protrude from the front of the statue by 2 blocks, aka overhang by 2 blocks. So the next 2 layers is 8 stone. So the first essentially 3 layers is 8 stone. The 4th layer is 1 stone, 1 red wool, 1 white wool, 2 stone. If I can place stone, that is. 1 white wool, 1 red wool, 1 stone. Now it's looking a bit demonic. The next layer is 1 stone, 2 red wool, 2 stone, 2 red wool, 1 stone. The 6th layer is 1 stone, 2 light grey, 2 stone, 2 light grey, 1 stone. The 7th layer, which is the second to last layer, is 1 light grey, 3 stone, 1 light grey, 2 stone, 1 light grey. And the final layer is 8 light grey. So once you've done that, it looks like this. Again, currently the first 3 layers are plain. The 4th layer is the start of the eyes, 5th again the eyes, 6th eyebrows, and 7th and 8th is the hair. So what we're going to do is on the bottom 3 layers, we're not going to leave it plain. We're going to give him a mouth and a nose. Now, I know on the original one, he looked rather cute with the mouth and the nose, and this one's going to kind of be the same, but I want to make it look a little bit demonic and a little bit more like a villain as well. So it's a bit difficult, but again, you can play around with it a bit if you want. So what we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner of the face, come to 2nd block, place a white wool, leave a 1 block gap, place 2, leave a 1 block gap, place 1, and it looks like this. On top of this, we're going to place a row of 6 light grey wool on top just to link it all together. And on top of that, we're going to place 2 light grey, 2 cyan, and 2 light grey. And it gives you essentially a 3 tall by 6 wide area, which has a mouth, a nose, and some teeth. And again, it's up to you whether you think that looks a bit like too cute for, I guess, a villain. But at the same time, like, it's difficult because you're working with small areas to make him look really demonic and messed up. So I think the red eyes kind of give it the evil vibe anyways. So that is the front side. Again, 8x8 with a few 3D effects. Coming around to the left side now, what we're going to do, again, is an 8x8 square. We're presented with this currently. We're going to start off by building up 4 layers on top of the already existent layer. So this is the first layer, and it should be solid stone. We're going to do 4 more layers of solid stone. So that's the second, the third, and the fourth. And that will leave you with 3 more layers until you're at the top of the front side. For the 6th layer, what we're going to do is place 4 light grey wool and 3 stone. And then the remaining 2 layers is simply just 7 light grey wool, and it will link up to the side of the face and will give you something like this. As you can see, this is like the actual robot, and then this is the, I guess, hair. Again, it's not really hair because it's a robot. So for the ears, what we're going to do is come to the top right corner. We're going to go down diagonal to left, place 1 stone, and underneath that 1 more stone, so 2 in total, and that is the ear. It's as simple as that, and if you come to the front side, it looks like this. Now again, you can get rid of the ear if you want. I'm just kind of like keeping it, or trying to keep it as relevant to the in-game character. So, coming around to the right side now, again, exact same as the left. So we got the original layer of stone. We're going to build 4 more layers of stone, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to place 3 stone, 4 light grey. The final 2 layers is 7 light grey. That'll bring you up to the top, give you an 8x8 square. And same as the other side, we're going to come to the top left corner. We're going to go down diagonal to right and down 1. And that's 2 stone in total, and that is his ears. And again, from the side angle, it looks like this. From the front angle, now you can see how the ears are coming together a bit. So, coming around to the rear side now, should be looking like this, like a U shape. Again, 8x8, however, the sides are done on either side, so it's 6 blocks on each row. And the first row is already done. That is indeed 6 stone. So what we're going to do is 3 more layers of 6 stone. So 1, 2, and 3. And then what we're going to do is 4 layers of light grey. So that is 4 layers of light grey and 4 layers of stone in total. And that will give you an 8x8. As you can see here, 4 layers of stone. And then essentially the 5th layer is 1 stone, 6 light grey, 1 stone, and then 3 layers of light grey. And that is the rear side of the head complete. So the final side of the head is, of course, the top side. It is an 8x8 outline of light grey wool. All you go ahead and do is fill it in solid using light grey wool. And then we're going to come around to the front side of the head once you've done that. So as you can see, come around to the front side, come to the top side, find these 2 center blocks. So what we're going to do is count 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th and 5th block from left are center blocks. So we go in 1. So set it 1 block back. And we're going to place 2 stone, 1 on the 4th block, 1 on the 5th. So again, what you can do is come to the left side, go forwards 1, count 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th and 5th block, place 2 stone. And it will give you something that looks like this. And that is our statue complete. So what I'm going to do is give you guys an opportunity to pause. I'm going to do a little spin around of the head. Again, bear in mind, each side is 8x8. The 3D effects are just added on top. So, apart from that, that is the tutorial complete. Again, I really do hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more FNAF World characters because I've been doing a ton of them recently. I know I took a little break, and I'm going to try and get back into it. I got a bit burnt out of making videos, but I was really busy IRL, so things kind of didn't go too well. And the 2 channels, not even this one, it's my main one as well, got abandoned a bit for a week. But I'm going to get back onto a cool schedule of hopefully 2 to 3 videos a week, as well as some more pop vinyl videos on this channel, so stay tuned for that. But apart from that, I really am appreciative, I think is the proper way of saying it, for all the support that you guys have been showing on this channel. The views aren't great, but the support in the comments and you guys leaving likes and stuff is amazing for how many subs this channel has, so I really, really do appreciate it. It hasn't gone unnoticed. If you did enjoy, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my main channel again. I've been doing some Pokemon Go statues recently, as well as Suicide Squad and some other cool trending stuff. So check that out. Again, links in the description. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. My name's been Gummy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?